Welcome, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and this is the NBA on 2K Sports. The first round of the NBA playoffs continue as we take you east. It's the Washington Wizards going up against the Boston Celtics. 2K Sports presents the NBA.
Defensively at time, it didn't work. Not if it results in action. Well, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally defense job. team.
Bird dishes to Parrish. Now here's Bird. T-right on him. And it's Parrish missing.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Malone passes him a horn. Here's a good screen. A picture perfect screen play, and the jumper's good.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Bird kicks to Parrish. Covered by Malone. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense right there.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's worked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting's really suffered.
Maxwell the pass to Johnson. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Heads up play on both ends there. Transition basketball. Steal and play. Stevie, that's how it should be played. That's the kind of basketball.
Now here's Malone. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Passes it to Malone. To Malone. Figures it. Quick on the ball. Shoots from the baseline. And Washington's not again with the bucket.
Looks like he wants to toy around with some of those sets and matchups here. I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over. You have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Now I'm on the road, $500,000 for a show, and we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Boys, tell stories about the men. Say I never struggled, wasn't hungry, yeah, I got it. I can tell you, boy, to the man. There ain't really much out here that's popping up without us. We just want the credit where it's due. I'ma worry about me. This is a reminder to myself. Every single change.
Number one, the Celtics.
I tell you what, Kevin, they've got to be really pleased with their performance in the regular season in terms of point production. I mean, they found scoring opportunities and made the most of them as a team. The work they've been doing in the offseason. Defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They didn't do exactly what he wanted to do.
Steve, no one but two others to say come on.
Guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. He's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
Here is Malone. After the basket by Boston. Now here's Malone. Still getting this is a game for him. Boston. Boston leading by 4. Has to match the solid play in the whole block, and that one's good.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Malone gets to Malone. To Malone. Pass to Malone. And there's the key to Malone. Like it's it. Smooth as silk on the thunder roll. Malone's got his first points of the night. The Celtics are gone 6-12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Bird backs him in. Johnson back to Bird.
Well, he has no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Wizards trail by 6. Alone with it. Outguarded by Bowman. Johnson pass to Malone. Malone. Number 43. Bird covered. Malone drives in. Takes it from 10. And Washington again with the bucket.
Well, offensively, he needs much less space to operate than most players. It's amazing how well he can get a shot off, even with somebody right in his face. You know, even the Tigers defense is in the face in the least. I mean, you can attribute it to a concentration, this is where he has incredible focus. Or you can just say one of those gifted sports.
And Washington has possession. After the basket by Boston. And pushing it up. There's Boston. Out to Bird. He feeds it to Parrish. And it's Boston again. Here's Malone. He doesn't score again. They don't even show the chance.
That's how you have to attack the double team. Find the open man, get the ball out of your hands.
Maxwell kicks to Parrish. Stolen by Malone. Johnson against Johnson. Johnson dishes to Malone. Back to Johnson. Malone in the high post. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Malone outside. From downtown. And the Wizards making a change here. Boston leading by 6. Bird gets to Johnson. The Celtics running the ball around now. Mahorn against McHale. That's in. McHale's got his first points in this one.
I'll tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done. Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed. It looks right to them.
It's stolen by Johnson. Tyler on him. Now the pass to Redmond. He gets it to McHale. He passes to Redmond. Back to McHale. Pocket 6. Pass to Redmond. The Celtics need to get a shot off. McHale. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Robertson. Feeds the top.
And they force the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
And McHale backs down. McHale right side. It's tipped. Left end the pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. McHale. Manson. Bird cover. Kicks to Robertson. And down to the low post. It goes. Boston leading by 6. This now to Johnson. McHale right side. Pass to Redmond. Back to McHale. Shot clock at 6. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Mahorn. Wizards trail by 6. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty trips. They need some points. The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Back to Bird. Beats him in there. McHale inside. Covered by Mahorn. Bird gets to McHale. And fouls called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, of all stats for Washington.
Their frenetic defense is really impressive. Putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over. You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
Time call here from the Wizards to decide to talk it over.
performance so far on the boards for this club. Well, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
Ainge gets to Johnson. This is at the Bird. Pass to McHale. Back to Bird. The feed to McHale. Pocket 4. Little turnaround. Rebound Washington.
That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Robertson tries in. Tyler. He feeds it to Robertson. Here's the pass to Tyler. Here's Madison. Here is range and it's off target. And here's Bird. Johnson gets to McHale. Covered by Mahorn. And off in time. Beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Pretty shot without a second to spare.
That can be so demoralizing for the team that gives up a shot like that to close out a quarter.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Celtics up 8. Let's take a quick break now and then. And we're back here at Game 5 with Boston about to get underway. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced for the skates. Took advantage, and that's how they built this lead.
And they built the lead because not only did they force turnovers, but they're taking care of the ball themselves.
They got Ainge. McHale is out there with Bird. Then there's Redmond. And it's Johnson in at the one spot. That's the Boston 5. Boston leading by 5. 13 feet away. That's good. Johnson's got 6. Washington shooting is going to only make it just 38% from the field. Brown for the shot. No good for the Snyder. Now here's McHale. Ainge, defended by Snyder. A shot by Ainge, no good. 4-on-3 as they bring it up. Parker, the pass to Snyder. Pass it to Mahorn. He hits, and it's Boston the other way. Johnson outside. Johnson now. Gets it to McHale. Back to Johnson. Bird outside. Johnson outside. Dishes it to McHale. Covered by Mahorn. Baseline J on the way. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Outside Mayo. He passes to Snyder. Lakers are twerking the ball around. Parker, the pass to Snyder. Outside Mayo. Pass to Parker. A finger roll finish at the bucket.
Fill up the finger roll. Tough and over the defense.
Time call here at the Celtics decide to talk it over. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy. And for the players, this is where they have a chance to get rehydrated with beer. Put out your best effort as the game goes on.
You know, it's amazing. You're playing during the season. If you go through a stretch where you don't like it, it can have a major physical toll on your body. It wears down quicker and you can recover as fast. And that can really take its toll over the course of any two-game season.
Akira kicks to Parrish. Feeds it to Ainge. The dish to McHale. Backing down. Rebounded by the Wizards. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
I gotta find something in line.
First person. Second team.
The pass to Snyder. They set the screen. Bird makes it loose. Bird's got his second bucket.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammates there. Nicely done.
take it the other way. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Mahorn. Pocket 6. Parker, the basketball. And he puts it down. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Let's it go from 11. He's got 8 points. Wizards trail by 7. Here's Mahorn. Haynes covering. Four on the clock.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Gets it today. And then a 9-point Boston leads.
That's one way he can finish. Not the only one. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
The basketball.
He can squeeze himself into the box score every now and then.
Celtics leading by 7. Here's Johnson. Thank you. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half.
He really bungled that thing.
Here's Haynes. And it's Boston with another.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found the weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
You see a team rely on that shot like they have.
Wizards making a switch here. Time ball here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
He has to be frustrated by now. I can't blame him. He gets good looks out there. The shots just aren't falling.
And that can get into a team's head if it goes unchecked, continuing to miss good shots. And this timeout might be a way to combat that.
Number 43. Bird covered. Number 43. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Bird kicks to Parrish. Blocked by Mahorn. Malone inside. Down Boston. Parrish has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Bird dishes to Ainge. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Maxwell. Back to Ainge. Here's Maxwell. Ainge is guarded by Johnson. Ainge the pass to Maxwell. Just 5 on the clock. Malone with the steal. Malone against Parrish. They're trying to find Malone. Finds the Malone from 13 feet out. Malone's got his second basket of the night. And Bird backs him in. Maxwell kicks it to Parrish. At the lead pass, Ainge dishes to Parrish. Covered by Mahorn. 6 to shoot. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, he's a very sneaky defender. That's something I really like about him. You got to be careful if you have the ball. Know where he is at all times because he's got a knack for getting a hand on the ball and knocking it loose.
And he is also a tireless worker under the glass, Steve. More than a few guys have been on the receiving end of one of his elbows when the rebound is up for grabs. He uses his body very well.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Malone. On the wing, Johnson. Malone outside. Parrish has got rebound number 5 here tonight. the back rim, no good.
If you can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, you can stretch this lead out.
And Jim shot can't hit. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Ames kicks to Parrish. Wizards trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spot here.
Yeah, I mean, cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
Number 43. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, that's a tough one. He did all he could there, using the leader to get the shot off.
Maxwell the pass to Pitt. Working on Malone. Parrish dishes to Amy. Parrish. Malone comes to the other team. That's good. Parrish has got 10 points in the game. And she's been shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around and find the looks. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Shoots from 14. And Bird with the motion on the assist by Ainge. Bird's got 6 in the quarter.
Shaping up. Those first quarter shooting. We're starting to turn it on now, guys.
Back to Johnson. Stolen by Ainge. Pass to Bowen. The feed to Bird. He kicks to Parrish. Malone comes with the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Parrish. Backs him down. That's good. Parrish has got 12 in the game.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Tucked away. All by himself. On the bench to Maxwell. And that one's good. 8 points for Maxwell.
That's another assist for a team that is putting in clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they have. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving from side to side. They're working to get a good shot.
Malone inside. Under Johnson. Back to Malone. Puts the lead pass in front of him.
Celtics foul. Great for the defense. Celtics foul. I think you can still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the foul.
Wizards making a switch here. Johnson inside. He feeds it to Malone. Just 5 to shoot. Malone drives in. And the ball is good. Malone's got 4 points now in the quarter. Left here in the second. Back to Parrish. Pass to Wegman. Here's Maxwell. Looks for Parrish. Gets it to him.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Washington on him. Down by 15. Bird kicks to Parrish. 6 to shoot. Parrish has got 14 points.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Pass to Mahoney. Parrish is there. Doubled by Bowen. Mahoney the pass to Johnson. Stolen. Pass to Bowen. The Celtics working the ball around now. Wide open look. A shot saved by Wegman. And the Celtics lead by 19.
That's really set them apart today, guys. Like success from the mid-range.
Well, these are two teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive velocities here.
About 7 seconds entering the shot game clock. Here's Mahoney. The answer. The dish to Malone. Pocket 6.
A clutch shot.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Celtics lead by 19. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got going on so far. This is 2K Sports as we get deeper into round one of the playoffs. Boston leading against Washington. They were denied a sweep in Game 4, but a win in Game 5 sends them on. That's all they care about. On the other side, the Wizards are struggling. Too many turnovers. Tough to win when you're giving the ball away as easily as they have. They need to start playing smarter basketball in the second half. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round one of the NBA playoffs. An exceptional performance so far from Dennis.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. We've had a great first half, just explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half we had. You can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got Johnson. He's out there at the line. Malone is out there at the hole. To the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Well, we've got a chance to take a look at the regular season's slickest passing team. Number one, the Celtics.
You know, sometimes it's tough to give up the ball to a teammate, but the good teams do it. They don't settle for just a good shot. They're looking for the best shot. And these guys have been unselfish all season long.
Maxwell kicks to Parrish. That's the bucket. Parrish has got 16 points.
Well, they're winning the speed is getting out in transition. Well, I like the image they play with offensively and the low early. Tremendous. Here's Johnson. Shoots the whole play. Offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here in the second.
Bird dishes to Parrish. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shoots over Malone. In the basket by Johnson. He's got 12.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Malone with the score. Malone outside. Mahone, second chance effort. But they recover. And it's Johnson penetrating. Time possession there. They stay with it, but they just couldn't make it.
Rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. They're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Here's Bird. Take Walker on this. Bird left side. Parrish inside. Maxwell kicks to Bird. Goes up again. And he did it right enough under that one. Wizards have got a paltry low of 6 to begin the third quarter. A terrible start to the half. Johnson, the pass to Malone. That's good. Johnson with the assist. Malone's got 10 points in the game.
Well, I'm surprised with that shot. He's at a size disadvantage in that matchup, but boy, great job of burying.
Celtics leading by 23. And Bird, here we go, from 12 feet out. Bird can't get that one to fall.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And that was the only way he was going to get that shot off. The leaner with his man all over him.
Bird right side. And he drops it in from the hook. 10 points for him.
Well, as he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, he's shooting percentage in the court, 20%.
This is Washington calls timeout. That's what I've ever seen from Dennis.
He needs to make some adjustments. He's absolutely scorching.
defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Malone right side. Shot clock at 6. Chauncey kicks to Malone. On beyond the arc.
He has not been on his game. You know, their deficit isn't totally on him. He's not helped the situation.
Johnson dishes to Bird. Bird right side. And there's the pass to Maxwell. And Bird, here we go. Pass it to Maxwell. Misses. And it's Washington the other way. And now here's Johnson. A fast break chance. Back to Malone. Feeds it to Malone. Back to Malone. From 13. Throws it down with the quick putback jam.
Very doubt what he was going to do with that putback. Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
That's the kind of move you need on the offensive glass. That's the only way to get it done.
And Bird backs him in. It's the lead pass. Johnson with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Kicks it to Malone. Six on the shot clock. Johnson over that. Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his size.
Good point.
Times have changed, though. Guys, we got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim.
Hands the shot. 14 points for Johnson.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of it.
And it's Johnson penetrating.
No good. That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
Bird kicks to Johnson. Back to Bird. Bird right side. He passes the pick. Left down low that time, and he got the 1 second. Here's the second switch here. Wizards trail by 21. Off his leg. And the ref saying he did. Johnson to get the ball. Robert Parrish. Washington with the ball. Robertson passes it to Mahorn. Malone outside. Malone is down. Pass to Mahorn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Malone down. Parrish is there. Malone can't hit. Celtics leading by 21. On the wing, Johnson. Covered by Robertson. Johnson dishes to McHale. Parrish against Robertson. Pass to Mahorn. Robertson outside. On the pass to Mahorn. Doubled by Parrish. On the team. Boston with the rebound. Parrish has got 11 rebounds in the game. This is a dimension. Covered by Robertson. Pass to Bowler. This ball moved by Boston. McHale against Mahorn. The 11th. McHale can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 21. They really want to find out a value here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense is basically been running these routes.
They gotta get going. Johnson with it. Guarded by Tyler. And it's McHale, right side.
She's full foul. She picked it up a little earlier than we would have liked.
And let's get their take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've just continued to shoot well.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Back to Robertson. He dishes it to Tyler. Takes it out to Robertson. Now the feed to Tyler. Manson is guarded by Maxwell. Manson.
It's been a great day for them on the boards. It's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And you know, from a numbers standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
McHale. He's covered by Malone. Malone against McHale. From the baseline. Taylor's good. McHale's got 11 points. Washington's got 4-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Robertson gets to time. And the rejection by Birch. Maxwell against Malone. Maxwell the pass to McHale. Tyler on him. Johnson the pass to Maxwell. And Washington the other way now. Back to Robertson. Shot to stop the come up. And McHale pulls it down.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Johnson dishes to McHale. Covered by Mahorn. McHale kicks to Parrish. Out of bounds. Celtics ball is Boston's deep possession. Boston ball. Now let's take this chance to break out the list of the NBA's top free-throw shooting teams in the regular season. The Celtics second.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, when you have numbers like this from the line, your coach is not only satisfied, but he's confident. Sure, there are some guys whose numbers help offset the weaker shooters, but overall, this has been a solid team for the line.
The Wolves are shooting about 33%. Not happy with the play on that end. And the pass to Barton. Back to Robertson. Shots in. Second shot opportunity. And a foul on the shot. Not a ball game that time, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You can hear the impact from where I am.
Celtics making a switch here. Edmonds checked in. Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Maxwell, the pass to Pitt. Robertson drives in. Misses from short range.
I like the work there, contesting that shot. It looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Tipped. Robertson with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Up the floor. Shots good.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Johnson against Robertson. And McHale backs down. Pocket 6. Oh, yes, it's in. McHale's got 13.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line. Knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, in fact, that's the shot they've used from that range, but to get 8 of their last 10 points.
Doubled by Maxwell. He hits the time. And he converts the win. 43 seconds left in the third. Johnson, the pass to Wedman. Dishes to Parrish. Here's Wedman, covered by Mahorn. And McHale backs down. McHale left side. Tries from 10. No up. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Parker, the pass to Tuck. He feeds it to Robertson. Gets it to go. Robertson's got 5.
That is a tough layup with a guy right on him. Good defense, but better offense.
Backing him down is Johnson. McHale, right side. Puts it up from 12. And no good trying to get that one. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's the Celtics running away with this one. And we're back to the action here in this round 1. Celtics leading by 21. They've got Maxwell. Johnson is up there with Wendell. Then there's McHale. And it's Parrish in at the pivot spot, man in the middle. That's the Boston 5. Shots here by Embiid. The Wizards shooting just 45%. They've got to get better looks. Wizards passing it around. Number 43. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he beats that one handy. I want to see that again.
Here's Wegman. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Mahorn.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
Especially when he caps it off with a steady one-handed jam.
The shot's good for Roach. Time ball here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, I felt like his defense was letting down on other guys, so he wanted to get a timeout to talk it over and try to tighten things up here.
You know, a part of coaching, a lot of coaching actually is making sure that momentum never gets too far away from your team. It's a good timeout.
Johnson is checked in for Washington. Here's McHale. No lie.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
That's the Tuesday, my man. Superhuman performance on the backboard. Well done.
Trent.
And the first one of the line is good. Both good from the long man side. Here's Johnson. Johnson left side. This to Johnson up top. Passes it to Wendell. Boston. No good that time either. On offense, here are the Wizards. They've got 8-0 Number 43. And he draws foul contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shoe motion. And he makes the first. Tyler, he's checked in for Washington. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
Sure helps that they've got extra trips to the foul line here in seconds. That has to continue for them to make this comeback.
Wizards trail by 13. Johnson attacking. That's good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Wizards have done outstanding 4-5 in the field in the fourth quarter so far. Number 43. Nice work. Number 1 is paying off with the basket.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark, and they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Here's McHale. Around Washington. McHale, right side. Pass to Wegman. Tries again. McHale. The pass to Wegman. And another shot. And McHale finishes the shot. And the Celtics lead by 13. Wizards are on 5-7 in the field since the beginning of the fourth. This is the long one from the end of the fourth. And here is Johnson.
quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, they want to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Taking it hard with one hand.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal. All the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Feeds the top. From 11 feet away. Another one falls for Washington.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
You know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
Here's McHale. Cannot hit. And the Wizards with possession. 26 runs.
Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their heads. I mean, he must have told them to look out for that one.
Johnson dishes to McHale. Now Johnson. And Parrish with the block. But they get a goal. They get the rebound. Mahone kicks to Tyler. Now here's Johnson. McHale outside. Baseline try. And he gets it to go. McHale's got 19 points. Wizards trail by 9. It's stolen by McHale. Oh, here comes Johnson. All alone. Maxwell's shot is no good.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Molina inside. Can't get it to go. Nice D from McHale. Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the lane. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
Malone's checked in for time. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
That's great, Kevin. I got to hear what Larry just said to his team. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and get this.
Now that's finishing the work right there.
Powerful twos. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this league will really start shooting.
McHale passes the ball. The Celtics moving the ball around. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in back.
Wizards trail by 9. Johnson gets the ball. Broke loose. Six to shoot. He passes to Mahone. Goes under the strike. And there's the shot clock. Celtics get the shot off in time. Johnson attacking. Pass to Wegman. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. A fadeaway. And that one's good. And the Celtics lead by 11.
He doesn't need to fade away on that one. He can go straight up, make it an easier shot.
Johnson with it. And it's Booker picking him up. Pass to Mahone. Here's Trent. Yes, he is. And so they will away the rest of the game.
You didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
I just don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
Here's Bird. Shot is off. Now Washington takes it the other way. On the wing, Johnson. And it sticks. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
There's been a change in this game compared to what we saw in the
quarter. Wizards trail by 9. Hot loose. Stolen by Bird. Redmond. Close it down.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to the mistake.
Coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively, ready to react and make a play.
Johnson goes in. Back with the dunk. That could give him a huge injection of energy plus.
Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? And he can power those down.
From the Wizards, they shoot a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Malone. He checked it by McHale. Redmond. Good, and Johnson with the assist on top. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight. Wizards trail by 13. Johnson dishes to Malone. It's stolen by Johnson. And a shot is good.
Beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
That's 4 straight buckets now.
The drive by Malone. Rejected by McHale. It's out of bounds. The Celtics are 6 ahead. And Washington making a change. Celtics leading by 15. Out to Bird. Bird right side. Gets the bucket. Bird's got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Malone. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Stolen by Parrish. It's to Maxwell. On the wing. Good work defensively by Malone. Wizards trail by 17. Malone gets to Malone. Will it go?
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting on the high price for them in this game at 54%.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that. Terrible time.
Washington calls timeout.
He wants to tinker a little bit. He's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there. A bit uncomfortable and wanted to talk it over.
Puts up the baby hook. Now off the inbound. Shot is off. 20 that time from Bird. Johnson against Johnson. Maxwell the pass to Bird. Hits the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere. Of course, that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. The fact that he copes with tight D better than anyone in the system to make no way. It's the same stage, the same way. He's wide open. He's automatic.
Johnson inside. Kicks the ball. Celtics passing it around. No good from Bowen. Wizards trail by 17. There's the feed to Malone. Stolen by Bird. 1:38 in the 4th quarter. Good.
This game's over. You can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached bye-bye.
Defensively foul intentional.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
Here's the intentional foul. First one falls for shot. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike.
Well, he cut into the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a difference.
When they go to the intentional foul.
Snyder. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. All free throws good from Snyder. possession.
That's the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
And Washington making a change here. We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. Free throw drops from Malone. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
And the Celtics shooting has been just great in the fourth quarter, 54%. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He's off on shot. And he sinks the second. Unable to get the ball down. They get called for the 5-second violation.
This lead is starting to crumble.
Now it's going to turn into a collapse if they keep turning the ball over like this.
Here's Johnson. Rebound by Johnson.
Tough D on the inside.
Look, a roadblock construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Malone with the steal. And even 3-on-3 play. But now we've got the intentional foul. That's good from Johnson. Wizards making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Boston shooting certainly key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Wizards making a switch here. Washington shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense gets some ups and downs. And an intentional foul right there. Drawn first, and that brings them to within 10. Both free throws good from Snyder. That'll be a 5-second call. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little moving his way right now.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. The Wizards shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And now inside the foul intentional. He doesn't have the first, and now plays with really bad usage. And he can't get the second one. They're ahead by 9. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
It's almost like they're rubbing it in a little bit with this timeout, guys.
Yeah, not really much to talk about. Let's get the game over.
And they go to the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 8. And for the Celtics, their shooting has been just great in the fourth quarter, 54%. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. So they foul intentionally. That's the first. That narrows the gap to 7. Good on both. The Celtics shooting so far very efficient. ROI about 55%. It's stolen by Mayo.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
7 seconds left in the fourth. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Possession. So it's the Celtics now. Defensive foul. They're going to have to do that again and again since they're not in the penalty yet.
Smart foul there. They're trying to extend the game. Still close, but they're fighting that foul as much as the score right here.
And that's an intentional foul. And the first of two. So he comes up empty at the line. And they do it. They'll move on to round two. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that part.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Now, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching our coverage of the first round of the NBA playoffs. With Clark Kellogg, Steve Dorsberg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Holland saying so long. We leave you now with our Jordan